Ooh, already started. Oh, started on Facebook, started on YouTube. It's doubling it up. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Hey, everybody, it's Lewis Porter Jr. Today is December the 6th, 2016. 19 days till Christmas, and if you haven't done your shopping, you're already in trouble already. So you better do something quick because you need a plan because you are not prepared. A lot of you waited till the last minute. You know what I'm talking about. Not me. I mean, I'm doing my stuff way in advance, but that's those other people. You know what I'm saying. But find something nice for your family and friends. They might appreciate it. I might appreciate a nice gift. You might want to think about getting me a gift. Hey Jason, what's going on? I'm getting out this great information. How about a gift once in a while? Maybe I want some cake. Some people would like some cake. I would like some cake. It'd be nice once in a while. Boom. Just finish up my last little note here for tonight. Because the title like that, I know a lot of people are like, what? So the title like that, it was going to be interesting. And I use the word interesting, meaning interesting. So just getting everything together. My last little things. Ta-da-doom. All right. Whew. Oh, good Lord. What a busy day. So today we're going to talk about a man that I know, cancel. A man that is well known in this industry and his company. Let me tell you something. This man is a scoundrel. This man is a guy that I am planning to maybe execute one day. Maybe. He's on that list. He's on a special list of people who've made it that thing. That's right. This person cannot be trusted. You've got to look at this guy sideways. He's very much like that Owen Casey Stevens character, very shifty, very shifty. Yes, this is Jason Nelson from Legendary Games. I've had the pleasure of knowing Jason for a long time. Is probably my personally one of my favorite. He and his company, Legendary Games, is probably my favorite company in the industry. See, it's tough because I like Jason, but I also like Dream Scar Press, but they like him for different reasons. So, but I've always been a big fan of Jason. I think Jason is what I consider to be what a third-party publisher should be. Very, very high-end, very, very, very specific, very, very niche products. And they fit a very specific niche. And he has gone for a niche that I think was brilliant. I always thought, now I got to write a note about them now. I thought Frog God might do some of this, but they never did, which I thought to be interesting. I thought, maybe Frog God might pull this off, but nobody's pulled this off better than Legendary Games. They have picked up the niche they wanted, and the niche they focused on has been adventure paths. I thought it was a brilliant idea that Jason got so many people that were already doing the stuff and got them teamed up together and work on the projects. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of it. A little jealous, man, for saying it. A little jealous. I was amazed how well he tied in his add-ons to the adventure paths and getting the writers who wrote the adventure paths to write the add-ons. So, that's a smart idea, brilliant business move. I'm jealous I didn't think of it myself. It upsets me when I hear about that. It very much upsets me that I didn't think of it myself. It was that kind of good idea. And I think that was a great start for him. I think they focused on stuff like that, and they've continued on to that kind of premise. They basically, they're probably the only third-party people I can say that have a great, solid understanding of, adventure paths. I don't think there's any way to really put yourself into that. And I like I said, I've tried to do it, doing something similar they did, which I thought was a brilliant idea. They were doing their version of Iconics for the adventure paths. They were a little different than the traditional Iconics of Paizo. We did the same thing with Neo Exodus, and we kind of positioned ourselves as being, okay, here are your Pathfinder's Iconics, what you expect them to be, Here's Legendary Games, a little more radical than what you expect from Paizo, but still very much in the fantasy realm. They don't really produce out of that. And for Neo Exodus, we were very much like, okay, we're going to do some standard races that you expect, and then Neo Exodus stuff that you've never seen before. So if you were a fan of Neo Exodus, it was an easy, like, oh my God, 4 new players, this could be kind of cool. But if you'd never seen what we'd done on Neo Exodus, this was a great way to test it out. You'd be like, oh, these are some cool races. I've never seen races like this. This is a cool character. Where can I see more? And we use that as a transition into Neo Exodus. Because really, let's be honest, what we're doing here is finding ways to get people to look at our material and find it in different places. That's what everybody's kind of doing. That's what our main focus is. If you haven't figured that out, people, that's it. we are finding different kind of ways to get people to look at the products we're making and saying. And this was a great idea, what Legendary Games did with their add-ons. You know, it was a smart idea. They picked a lot of things that I thought were very smart, worked in this from those positions, and then just went with that. I think that was a brilliant, brilliant idea. Like I said, the downside, I'll tell them there's a downside to this. Don't let it fool you. There's a downside. The downside is that they've kind of focused themselves in such a niche. It's going to be hard for them to break out and try different stuff. I know they're doing, for me, I always thought, I wonder if they're going to do a campaign world. I wonder if they're going to really build off of that. Because the problem with campaign worlds is you build the campaign world, you've got to support it. And that can be a long process, and you may not get enough people interested in who want to support it. So you've got to find ways to, dole out pieces they find interesting and then transition them over to the entire thing. And we've done that for New Access for a long time. It's worked very well for us. We've got a full line of products, so that kind of works well. And for Legendary, I think they haven't really done that. I think they've really, instead of going that route, they decided to go, I think, more into like 5e and really to generate more interest in the company, which is a much better long-term play. It's very much a thought process of what can we do next that's different, that's interesting, that people haven't done yet, people haven't seen. What can we do? And they've done that. They've done it very, very well. Once again, Jeff Lee, who works for me, works for them. I know Jeff's a high quality guy. They do high quality work, so I'm not surprised by that. And I think it's good that they're actually giving exposure to other people you may not have heard of, you may not have seen. And they're, and I think also with Legendary, what Legendary has also done and thought about this too. This is something that doesn't get talked about enough. That they really focus on the art also. They tell the good stories, but the artwork also fits in very well for them. This is what I needed. They really focus on that artwork. They really focus on really getting that stuff to look a certain way, and all their books have a certain look and feel to them. And I think they've worked very hard with that. I'm a graphic designer. I look at stuff going, "Oh, that's a cool piece. I like what you did there. Oh, I don't know if I like that." But they have pushed themselves from where initially they were to where they are now, and I think they've done a really great job. Alex Rigg, who's another person who I've met personally when PaizoCon way back in the day. Another name that I think is developed very well underneath them. Jason's done a really great job, developing everyone on this whole team to be a strong team and to be a good long-term team to examine as a fan of the companies themselves. I mean, look, if you're going to really do this, you got to really look at everything that goes on with these companies, not just the products they put out, but see the press releases they put out, see the people they hire, see the artists they use, really dissect them, really take them apart like you need to. Rachel Ventura, who works at Legendary Games, does, I think, 90% of the marketing for them. And she has a very specific mindset for marketing, a very specific look and how they present things. I think, look, I promote stuff. I always have, always will. I'm a Barnum Bailey, big ring top, come check this out kind of person. I always have. But I like the subtlety that she does in her advertising. I think it's strong. I think it's smart. I think more people need to follow that kind of logic and think about how to do it. Plus, I think that Legendary Games is also cover the market with something that I said that worked very well, and I've always believed, release a product a week, something a week. And once you release something a week, people keep coming back, you become a regular person. They become regular customers, you become a well-known company, and you can build a line very quickly. The problem is keeping the quality level high. That takes time. And I think they've done a good job at pushing that level in the right way. Which I'm kind of surprised, and here's something I'll tell Jason this. I'm kind of surprised they haven't branched out into a Patreon, because I mean, Kickstarters, we all do Kickstarters. Like I said, I think Kickstarters are interesting, but I think I think so many people have been burned on them. I think there's that whole burn ratio that's getting higher and higher. I think it'll get to a point where people start losing real money, and some people get offended by it. That you'll start seeing a big swing back around. But I think Patreon will be the long-term, slow-building, smart developed product, and I think they would do very well there. And Casey Stevens is working in that genre in that area. So is Clinton Boomer. So is Wes Schneider. So is Wes Schneider. So is a lot of people working in it. So I think that is a place that if you're smart and you're crafting, you can think and you can do stuff on a regular basis, I think you can do very well in there. So that's just a thought process of mine, at least. That's all I'm saying for that. All right. That's it tonight. Another great night. Love a great story. People, so I'm sure these people saw the title and freaking out saying, did you see what it's written? You know, people don't trust everything you read. It's the internet. It's dangerous out here. Some people can't be trusted, especially guys named Lewis Porter. So take it like that. So yeah. Do I like Jason? Of course I like Jason. He's a friend. Come on. I work in an industry where we make fun stuff for people to play. Why would I hate people? Come on, let's get together. So there you go. All right, tomorrow's Wednesday night. We got more and more fun stuff. It's going to be exciting. Wednesday night, I'm talking about some comic book stuff. I'm making me complaining about some comic book stuff. Or maybe I'll talk about some cover creation. You never know with me. As always, for our YouTube people, subscribe right here. It's very important on YouTube. You check us out. Also, for all the people who are, we actually had 2 more people sign up for our Patreon. So we're up to 30 people for our Patreon. 20 more. So people get some nice awards. We got to the end of the month, so we're trying to get as many as we can. So please, if you got $1, hey, toss $1 to Patreon. You're going to love it. It's an awesome Patreon. Our Patreon rocks. Infinite Dungeons has been awesome. It's only going to get better. We're only going to kill more of your PCs. We're going to have people crying soon, which I think is awesome. So that's just going to be fun for me. So there you go. That's it. I'm out of here. I got some more work to do. You all have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.